Hey everyone, and happy holidays to my ex-Jehovah's Witness friends and those who aren't and just find beneficial out of watching my videos. So, I want to give a huge shout out to XJW Fader for bringing this into topic of wanting to talk about this. Obviously, as you can tell by the title of this video, I want to talk about the recent Kingdom Hall arson. Now, I have really been wanting to get around to talking about this, but I just wanted to be in a better directional thought process about this. I get it. A lot of us ex-Jehovah's Witnesses out there are angry, and with good reason, and we can be angry because of how the Jehovah's Witnesses treat us and disfellowship us for a number of dumb reasons. And it's unfortunate, though, that this lady, even though she's disfellowshipped, she had a lot of anger built up and had a really strong stomach and decided to set fire to it. And like I said, I get it. A lot of us are angry for a number of reasons and different reasons and all that. But never have the desire to want to go set fire to a Kingdom Hall. This just left open for people to, I guess, now correct me if I'm wrong, let people see sympathy for them or whatever because of their recent fire, obviously. Which is unfortunate because a lot of people don't know how the Jehovah's Witnesses really work. They don't understand and realize the social isolation they put onto their followers, instructed no matter what to isolate basically everyone in the outside world. And so I wanted to get into this really quick. I would want to say what I want to say, but this is YouTube friendly, so I can't really say what I feel. So bear with me. It's unfair that these elders at the Watchtower headquarters put in the 2-witness rule. Meaning, depending if it's sexual or physical or both abuse of domestic violence in the Jehovah's Witnesses, they play that 2-witness rule crap that is totally unfair, and they harass their victim. They'll let the person that did the abuse get away with it only because they're doing all these privileges in the Kingdom Hall. And they don't want their followers to know that the abuser, obviously, will abuse their victim. And they don't want their followers to know who this person really is. So they'll let the abuser, unfortunately, get away with it. But they won't let the victim. They won't sympathize with the victim. But when someone has a different belief system, or caught smoking a cigarette, instantly disfellowshipped out of the most dumbest of reason. And again, they won't fully announce why this person is disfellowshipped. They'll just tell this person is disfellowshipped because they're disfellowshipped. They'll instantly then label them as mentally diseased or an apostate. And then that gives everyone in the congregation an unfortunate mindset of, okay, so I have to avoid this person. It leaves them feeling on an edge. They won't disfellowship, again, like I said, the abuser, but the only reason, again, they keep him in there is because of the privileges he's doing in the Kingdom Hall. And they want to keep him in there, regardless of how bad it may be. And it's unfortunate that the victims make this mistake of not going to the police about it first and report it. Even as uncomfortable as it may be, they should give every specific detail of what happened in that current event, regardless of that 2-witness rule crap that they so likely desire to, when it comes to domestic violence, like to do and like to use on their followers and all that. again, like I said, the only reason they won't disfellowship the abuser is because of the privileges he is doing in the Kingdom Hall and the assemblies, which is unfortunate and unfair that they do that and can't disfellowship the abuser, but they'll disfellowship the victim who think they'll find comfort out of the elders because of the action that happened, when unfortunately that's a huge mistake that they make, and don't go to the police about it and report it, because there was an article I read that said it actually goes more unreported often than not, unfortunately, and so it leaves a lot of people not knowing the real truth much about the Jehovah's Witnesses. Like I said, like with the whole arson thing, if I remember correctly, she was disfellowshipped because she was going to be open and honest about the sexual and physical abuse that had happened to her. Now, you ex-Jehovah's Witnesses can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what I kind of vividly remember, the details about her, why she went and did that. This is what I've talked about. This is what I want to talk about. Like I've said in my previous videos, Jehovah's Witnesses are a loophole, and their followers feed into it. Meaning they think they're getting positive reinforcement. The Watchtower headquarters headmen tell them stuff they want them to hear. They'll think they're doing the right thing, but they're really not, meaning they're really passive-aggressive toward anyone that's an ex-Jehovah's Witness, because that's how they're programmed to do it. Again, they think they're getting positive reinforcement when it comes to whatever it is they decide to tell them, believing in something that's never going to happen, to disfellowship a person that got disfellowshipped, but won't really tell them why they're disfellowshipped. And again, the abuser gets off scot-free. Anyway, that leaves their followers on an edge. And it's unfortunate their followers will never know that there's an abuser in their Kingdom Hall, because they want to keep the abuser for the privileges he's giving in the congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses. And it's unfortunate, like I said, the victims think they're going to find comfort from the elders when they talk about it, but yet, unfortunately, they have the two-witness rule. I also want to get into another video that will be coming out, talking about the isolation, and what isolation really stands for. But anyway, I wanted to leave with this. It kind of sets, again, correct me if I'm wrong on this for my ex-Jehovah's Witness friends, but it gives at least people on an edge to feel sympathy, I guess, for the Jehovah's Witnesses, because a lot of people don't know much about them. So with this recent arson, it gives people a chance to, I guess, feel sympathy for them, which they shouldn't really get. But again, because the victims don't report to the police first, that leaves a lot of built-up unfortunate anger toward the Jehovah's Witnesses. Like I said, a lot of us ex-Jehovah's Witnesses can intentionally feel angry if they want to. Like myself, obviously. And because we're allowed to feel emotions. As Jehovah's Witnesses, we're not allowed to. Which, I will get into that in the next video about isolation. So be on the lookout for that one. Leave a comment with some of the points I made out. Like I said, I don't see how it's fair that they have that two-witness rule. They'll harass the victim as much as they can because the abuser is having as many privileges in the congregation and don't want their followers to know about it. So they'll let the abuser get away with it, but not the victim. So that leaves the victim feeling left out and isolated, and leaving the witnesses on edge, and just the witnesses look at the victims as just mentally diseased, and they harass them and never leave them alone, unfortunately. And they'll go and attack them, but whatever. Didn't mean to kind of get off on a rant there, but wanted to say what I said, so I did. Like I said, I want to ask some questions. Probably already got it from Telltale. Shout out to Telltale if you ever decide to watch this. Do you think that the Jehovah's Witnesses get what they deserved, or should that have been left alone, or whatever? Anyway, be on the lookout for me talking about Jehovah's Witnesses and isolation. With that being said, I also wanted to leave a note with this. I noticed in my analytics, I have more sort of views than I do subscribers. It really does help if you hit that cute little red subscribe button down below. Like this video to your favorites. Share this channel around with your friends on social media. Comment what I should talk about next for my channel. Again, commenting what I should talk about next really helps push out my channel more. And with that being said, like I said, I will see you guys in the next video.